What is up, real estate family? My name is Mr. W and welcome to my channel. Now, if you are a real estate agent or if you're a broker and you want to achieve two things, okay? If you want to generate more leads and close more deals, then listen up. So today's video, what we're going to be speaking about is how to get foreclosure leads, okay? So this is something that I get quite a lot of times in my inbox about how to get pre-foreclosure leads or how to get foreclosure leads, and what is the exact step-in process in which you can actually take and implement on how to actually generate these leads, and also basically how to convert these leads. But with this basic video, this is really just going to be a good overview of the ad template that we use, as well as a landing page template that we use, in which you can just literally copy and implement them into your very own campaigns. Okay, so let's get started. Now, here's the thing. First things first, you need to understand the anatomy, all right, behind a foreclosure lead ad. And if you've been watching my overview series, because I've done buyer leads, I've done seller leads, and now I'm doing foreclosure, I speak about the same thing consistently, and I have to every single day. And the reason why is because I need you to understand that advertising is all based down to a science, okay? What you basically have to do is that you have to consistently test and experiment. You need to view yourself as a scientist, consistently experimenting with offers and headlines and different images, and see what works best for your ads. Okay, so with us, we personally do all the experimentations. We go into the lab, we put on our coats, and we ensure that we always and consistently experimenting to see what basically works best in the market and what converts the best. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 tips. Okay, so the first tip is the ad, then the second tip is the landing page, then the third tip, basically it's not really a third tip, but it's just something that you need to keep a mental note of. Maybe I'll do another video on how to actually leverage the third tip, which is basically growing your database and how you can actually start making more money from that. Okay, so first things first, the anatomy behind a foreclosure lead ad is we just want to get clicks, right, as cheap as possible. Okay, so the best way to actually do it is basically just copying my template over here. But before you copy the template, you need to understand the fundamentals and the elements behind it. Okay, so we consistently testing different offers, different headlines, right? And we basically call them elements because we're mixing each and every single element towards the ads and seeing what works best. So first things first, you want to focus on calling out your audience. You don't necessarily have to do it all the time. Sometimes you just have to ask a question that's really going to spark their interest. That's the whole purpose here. We want to gather their attention. We want to spark curiosity, because if we're not going to spark curiosity, they're not going to click on the ad. At the end of the day, you need to understand that people live in patterns, and what I mean by that is they live by routines. They understand that most of their friends don't live exciting lives. They basically post the same thing every single day. They do the same thing every single day. The ads are all the same because most realtors and agents and even other ads in different niches and different industries speak the same language. So we want to capture their attention. Okay, now the best way you can do it is by personalizing it. Okay, you don't have to go super obnoxious or super over the top and hyperbolize your headline. Just ensure that you personalize your headline, okay, that's going to get them to take notice. Okay, so as you can see here, looking for a sweet deal on a foreclosure in Pickerington. Okay, so for this specific ad, the client was based in Ohio, and this is a specific ad that we did for them, right? So you want to focus on calling out your audience, and then you want to add your irresistible content that's going to spark curiosity and click, because that's the whole purpose of this ad, sparking curiosity and getting them to click. Okay, so looking for a sweet deal on a foreclosure in Pickerington. I've created a list of available foreclosures in Ohio and surrounding areas. Okay, that is the irresistible content that's going to spark curiosity and get them to click, right? Now, again, this list of available foreclosures will be valuable information to leverage in order to get your audience attention and contact details. Because remember, the whole purpose here is to get them to click. So in order for us to get them to click, we need to capture their attention and they need to be curious. Okay, and the nice thing about personalizing your offer and personalizing your headline is that you're naturally going to weed out all those people that aren't interested. Okay, because if someone's not interested in foreclosure leads, they're not going to be reading your ad. Okay, they're not going to click on learn more. But someone who's clicking on learn more is basically giving you an IOI, an indicator of interest, and that's essentially what we're looking for. Okay, so as you can see, the headline here, free list of foreclosures in Pickerington, Ohio. Be the first to see foreclosures that hit the market nearby. Click learn more to see them now, right? That's all we're focusing on. So then the minute we click on learn more, we will obviously then be referred to the landing page. Now, if you've seen my buyer lead overview series and my seller lead overview series, I speak about the same thing, because it's literally that. You just want to ensure that you have a minimal design landing page, because we want to literally eliminate all distractions. The main focus of the landing page is just to convert them into leads, okay? So the first stage was the actual ad, because we were sparking curiosity and getting them to click. Now the landing page, the main focus here is to convert them into actual leads, okay? But the only way we can convert them into a lead is to ensure that there's congruency, okay? So what do I mean by that? So as you can take a look over here, I had obviously 4 images of different homes. So I decided to grab that one and add it into the landing page. So you just want to ensure that there's congruency throughout basically, because if there's no congruency, you're going to obviously start increasing skepticism. I'm not saying it's going to happen all the time, but you want to ensure that you maintain 100% efficiency with your landing pages to ensure that there's no skepticism, mainly because the online selling market, whatever you're selling online, most people are skeptical. Okay, because there's scammers, there's hackers, people can take your information. So you just want to ensure that you are legit, that you're real, and you just basically want them to know, like, and trust you. But the only way you can get them to know, like, and trust you is by nurturing and growing your database, which is the next step. The whole purpose of this step here is just to convert them, right? So notice how we've never even spoken about this actual company, right? The only time you see the information about the actual company is the name and the brokerage firm. That's it, right? You don't see, oh, we offer the best service, 100% customer guarantee, none of that crap, right? Same thing on the landing page, none of that, because you need to understand that we are solely focusing on providing value to the customer. It's always value. Value is at the basic, and is that basically the primitive and the most important level, right? You will start speaking about yourself afterwards. And I've said this on my other 2 videos. Value is always first. You will speak about yourself when they ask you, okay? You will only start speaking about yourself when you have their details, because then it's much easier for them to learn more about you, because you've given them the value that they need, okay? So just a quick overview, right? So number 1, your buyer ad, right? Which is basically going to be your foreclosure ad, okay? You want to ensure that you spark curiosity and get clicks. Okay, then the second step is the landing page, and the whole purpose of this step, okay, is to convert those clicks into leads by the prospects opting in. And then the most important and the final one, right, is the last step, which is, and tip number 3, which is building and growing your database. I've got plenty of videos where I speak about building your database and importance around it. But again, this is your gold mine, okay, because the database is essentially going to be your cash cow in the years to come, right? The nice thing about your database is that it's going to compound in growth. If you're consistently creating ads like this and consistently building and building leads and getting more leads into your database, right? Not only are you going to have a database full of leads who came through foreclosure lead ads, you're also going to build a database of people coming in through your buyer leads and your seller leads, as well as listing campaigns and any other campaign that's going to help you. Okay, and the purpose of the database is that it's going to start compounding year and year and yearly. Okay, and that's the whole purpose here, because at the end of the day, if you have, let's say, about 100,000 people in your database, right? Let's say 20% of that 100,000 people are people who are your die-hard customers, okay? These are people that know, like, and trust you and will do absolutely anything for you. If you had to send an email asking them for a referral, maybe for a campaign that you're doing, or you've got an open house, whatever it is, they are always going to be the first people that are going to reach out and help you achieve and get to where you need to be. So you want to nurture and grow your database so you can get your 20%. You need to understand this, okay? 80%, right? 80% of your income is going to come from 20% of your customers. Understand that. But the problem here is that we have most agents chasing 80% of their customers and only making that 20%. So you want to focus, okay, on your 20%. But the only way you can build and grow your 20% is by building your database. The more people you have in your database, the more 20% you build. The more 20% you build, the more 80% you start to make. You get what I'm saying? So always ensure that you're building your 20%, because the 20% is going to get you to your 80. So I trust you guys got a lot of value from this. Let me just actually move to the next slide. I trust you guys got a lot of value from this. If you found massive value in this video, click on the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. I do upload each and every single day. Comment down below if you have any other questions. I do respond to all comments, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers.